fix for this, and this is the one perspective that helped my surfing more than anything else, is that welcome back, or welcome to the Surf Mastery Podcast, the podcast that helps passionate, lifelong surfers to catch more waves, surf with more speed, style, and grace, and to gain wisdom and confidence in the water. I am your host, Michael Frampton. Now, if you could click your fingers and magically appear standing on your surfboard with your feet in the right spot and on the right part of the wave with speed, then surfing from that moment on is actually pretty easy. It's getting to that point that is the hardest part of surfing. It's reading the waves, it's positioning, it's the sprint paddles to get up to speed and a well-timed takeoff or pop-up. That's the hardest part of surfing. All of those things, everything from when your surfboard is under your arm to when the surfboard is under your feet, that is the hardest part of surfing. That's why it takes so long to master. That's why you are feeling frustrated. Listening to some ex-pro talk you through the technique of a bottom turn will not help you catch more waves. Watching a YouTube infographic video on the difference between fins and rails by some faux British surf guru will not help you catch more waves. So in this episode, we're going to break down some of these real problems and give you some fixes. The first one being your lack of ability to predict and read the wave. Fascination is the fix here. Now, the age-old answer of how to get better at surfing is surf more, spend more time in the water. Now, that remains especially true here because you have to watch and observe lots of waves. In order to make the most of your time in the water, when you're doing that, become fascinated and obsessed with watching waves. You have to practice predicting where the wave is going to break. So when you're sitting out the back, waiting your turn, or you're waiting for a set, be fascinated with reading the water and predicting where each wave will break. There's a wave coming in like every 10 to 15 seconds. So watch. Mind surf the wave. If you see another surfer positioning themselves to catch a wave and attempting to catch the wave, guess whether you think they're doing it right. Should they have been deeper? Will they catch the wave? What could they have done better? If you were them, what would you have done? The time that we spend in the water not surfing is the bulk of our surfing experience. Now, that doesn't mean we can't get better at surfing during those times. So this is one way to do it. The second biggest mistake that surfers make here is inefficient and weak paddling. Your paddling technique probably sucks and you don't have a strong sprint paddle. I'd say the majority of surfers fit into this category. We've all seen the surfer that paddles past us or the good surfer that just glides into the waves. That's because they move through the water with efficiency and they have a good, strong paddling stroke, especially the sprint paddle. The fix here is just go and listen to episode 12 with Rob Case, where he talks through the science of what efficient movement and paddling is. And of course, you can go to Rob's YouTube channel and get some visuals on that. The third biggest mistake when it comes to catching waves is having the attitude of separation. A lot of surfers think that there is a separation between paddling for the wave and surfing the wave. The fix for this, and this is the one perspective that helped my surfing more than anything else, is that surfing starts when you paddle for the wave. So instead of paddling into the wave, paddle down the wave or across the wave as if you're already surfing. This attitude and perspective will help you get up to speed faster and will also help you be more adaptable if you mistime the pop-up itself. Because if you miss the ideal window to pop up, it doesn't matter because you're already surfing. In order to do that, you need to have a very strong and agile pop-up as well. Your ability to keep the surfboard nice and stable and planing through the water without any drastic changes of direction is key here. So having enough strength and mobility to be able to do that, to go from having your weight in that prone position, weight on your chest, to weight on your hands and transferring that weight from your hands to your feet seamlessly without losing any feel or control of the surfboard is the only way to improve this. And the only way to get better at that is dry land training, surf-specific dry land training. Exercises to improve the strength, mobility, and agility of the pop-up. There is a free PDF on my website called The 5 Best Exercises for Surfers. That will get you started. And if you're really serious about taking your surfing to the next level, and you're sick and tired of the shame and frustration of not having understood surfing yet, and you want to overcome your current plateau as a self-taught surfer, then join the next cohort of the Wave Catching Academy, where we go into details on these tips, plus a whole lot more. This is a 4-week course focused on how to improve what happens between when the surfboard is under your arm to when the surfboard is under your feet. So if you're an average self-taught surfer who just wants to understand surfing better, catch more waves, and go faster, then this course is for you. There are multiple links and details on the front page at surfmastery.com.